this.
Game resumed.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with Game 3 between MorroW and Mamuri. If you haven't seen the two other ones, you should check them out first. This was from the Monday Night Starbow number 11 with a $50 prize pool. And this was from round of 8, if I remember correctly. It was not casted during the tournament, so myself and the Red Bandit is doing a little cast of it now. So without further ado, in the top right corner, coming, evening out the series with a nice comeback from last game, it is MorroW. Oh, this thing actually zooms now.
Nice. And in the bottom right-hand corner is Mamuri, the Zerg player from South Korea, who won the first game, lost the second game, and is going to look to take it here in the third.
He is definitely looking to take it, and so is MorroW. They're going to be duking it out on Circuit Breaker, which is an awesome map. I don't know how many times I said that this is my favorite map, but I'm going to say it again. This is my favorite map.
Yeah. The only bad thing about this map is that it's the best map, and sometimes you can get sick of it because you play it so much.
That's true. And it's kind of annoying, though. The only bad thing about this map is it isn't zoomed in like it should be. And I need to go over all the maps and do that. And that's something I can do at any point. It's just so boring, but at some point...
Sounds boring.
I'll do it.
Yeah, both these players look like they'll actually be doing the same build from last game. We do have the 13 hatch coming down from Mamuri. He is scouting with one drone as well. And it looks like MorroW is saving up for that command center first on the low ground.
Wow, MorroW again with a super greedy play. I feel almost Mamuri could have, metagamed him by going for very early spawning pool here. But he's doing what he is comfortable with. They're both doing what they're comfortable with. And so far that's turned out good for both players because it's 1-1. So it's really hard to say like who benefits the most from doing this.
Mm-hmm. Now something Mamuri is going to look to do this game, if he ends up going for the Mutalisk again, the quick Mutalisk, is he's probably going to want to cut Mutalisk a little bit sooner than he did last game in order to get his lurkers and his third down quicker, because that was his point that he ended up losing on last game, was that he could never get that third down and he could never get the subsequent third gas that really lets the Zerg kick it up a notch to hive tech.
And to comment on the Twitch there, he has gone lurkers both games, but he did go for lurkers a little bit earlier in the first game, and his Mutalisks were also more of a threat the first game than he was the second game, I feel. Mamuri scouting at all the wrong places. It's oh no, he's not. He's expanding. God. Whoa, that's a
quick third.
Very quick third. Now this is a little bit metagamish. I don't think he might be going for Mutalisk at all at this point. He might just go straight into lurker. So it's really hard to say though.
I mean, it's hard to say. I guess it depends on if he gets scouted or not in the bottom left-hand corner. He's probably going to want to use Mutalisk, but then again, I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not going to say what's going to happen before it happens. But either way, Mutalisks are always good, even in this type of build. But also, lurkers become a little bit more viable of the first choice because you're going to want to protect that ramp from Marine stimming by and destroying your third base.
Let's see if MorroW scouts this. It's all about the scout. He's got all the right SCVs in all the right places.
So. Well, has he even scouted yet?
No, I don't think he has. So he's
remember
missing
last
out.
game. Last game it took him like probably until like the 7 minutes to scout. And they heard
the SCVs could have interrupted that. The Zerglings could have interrupted the SCVs and forced them to use a scan, but no.
Now the sad part for Mamuri is that this SCV will go to top left and then it will go to bottom left, so it will see that third before it's going to want to
That's
see.
Crazy. Like, when does that ever happen where you scout the hidden before you scout the actual guys? Well, the thing is, if he actually scans, no, he hasn't even started making orders. If he actually would scan the base, then the SCV would have like turned, and go in a different place. But he doesn't even have orbitals, so no, that SCV is gonna find it.
Now, funny thing, it would be funny if he went cross map now and then totally just missed it. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
It'd also be funny if you saw the base and be like, is that his main base? No, okay, they're not that noob. Never mind. It's not that race that can just lift off their...
Did he destroy his main base and then remake it down?
Yeah. What's going on here? It's like that time when we do the Fun Day Monday and you lift up your CC straight to the gold and people are like, where's your base? At the time where that was actually something, not just actually a pro strat, but something fun to do. So yeah, MorroW's like, hang on, there's a base over here. And he's like, this can't be the main base.
So MorroW is going to go ahead. Yes, he does scout that our Zerg player did go for a quick third in the bottom left-hand corner. Now, also, Mamuri does not have a Hydra Den down, so that means he will be going for a Mutalisk play of sorts.
Well, he doesn't even. He hasn't started his Spire either. He's just getting
Yeah.
a fourth hatchery actually. So I don't
So,
see. Okay, there we go. There comes the Spire.
so Mamuri did see MorroW's forces move out, and Mamuri is going to think that it's probably coming to his left-hand base. Now he knows for sure it's coming down here. Good thing for him, I suppose, is that the spore crawlers or the spine crawlers will be in place. But is it going to be enough? Because I think MorroW still might be able to just run past that.
This
And
is
if not kill the hatch, at least delay mining for quite a long time.
Yeah, this is basically just math. Like, how many Marines can two spine like, and how many medics? Oh, he's just gonna work his way around them. Good
Yep.
thing they can uproot though, but it's gonna make them vulnerable. But that's a lot of Zerglings actually.
Yeah, there's quite a few Zerglings here. MorroW's going to try to micro around, but he will not be able to do anything with that attacking force, sadly. Now, he did force some Zerglings. He probably would have liked to do more of that force, though. I don't know if MorroW necessarily came out on top in that little engagement.
No, that was unfortunate for MorroW there. And you know, not only did Mamuri make Zerglings to defend, he made them at the right hatchery. And in this position, it's really important not just to select all your hatcheries and make Zerglings, because you want to make sure they pop out at the right place. And this is something you don't really think about too much when you play StarCraft 2, because you never have bases that far apart that early on.
Yeah, very true. Now, there's a fight back here in the front from MorroW. Now, I think it's a good idea when you're a Zerg player and you have Zerglings like this. Even if you don't want to attack, you send your Zerglings into the front just to kind of scare the Terran and say like, hey, I have map control right now. You're not going to be able to do anything for a while.
Yeah, you made a ton of Zerglings. You might as well use them for something, if nothing more, just to scare. It's like having an old Halloween mask that you don't want to know what to do with. So.
Yeah, you're scaring them definitely. And now these Mulists are going to scare them a lot as well. They're going to fly around. You know, Mamuri does like to attack that geyser, and he's going to start with that right away.
I think a geyser may have, you know, abused him when he was young or something. I don't know, but he really has this thing for geysers. Now, very interesting enough, exactly what you said though. Like, he's making only like 6 Mutalisks, and already is getting Infestation Pit and Lurker Den. Like, he's not gonna make a single more Mutalisk. I think this is just to scare MorroW into anti-muta strategies, and then he's gonna go straight to different tech.
Yep, this is probably the best choice from Mamuri in this game. The hallmark of what separates decent players from good players and then good players from great players is their ability to diagnose the bad plays they made in the previous game and then change them within the next game. And you can see Mamuri is playing completely different than he played in game 2.
Yeah, that's true. What distinguishes great players from really great players, though? Sorry, I'm just...
Let's see. Their ability to make changes within the same game.
Ah, wow, there we go. You even answered that question in a good way, and I was just trying to troll you, but that was denied trolling right there. We got MorroW moving up, though. He has a Science Whistle. He has a Radiate, actually, which is quite early, and it's very useful. And there's really only Zerglings to defend this. There are Lurkers in the making. And hopefully he's not making any Lurkers in that third base, and again, MorroW really wants that third base dead, it seems.
Yeah, it does. Now, if Mamuri did stay with just making Mutalisks, you could be sure that this force in the middle would be a lot scarier than it is now.
Yeah.
But he does already have his Lurkers morphing. He's got 4 at his main base.
He's got 2 Hydras moving to his third, so those are going to be Lurkers.
And he's going to want to morph those. But actually, MorroW's going to say the heck with that noise, and he's going to go straight for the main. Which actually, in hindsight, I know that we have a lot more vision than he does, but it would have been better for him to go to the bottom left, I think.
Probably, but on the other hand, he's
and this Science Vessel is dead. It is dead. It did nothing. It didn't even get a radiate off. I'm sure he feels horrible about that.
That's a very dead Science Vessel. Again, we got pathing going really nice. Okay, there we go. No, most of the pathing stuff I've been seeing though is people sending...
we have one lone Marine down here. Will it be able to take out a Zergling? No, it won't.
I'm glad you highlighted that. So a question from Wood: what distinguishes MSL multi-champions from OSL champions? The ability to hold a Hydra bus. I think that's a good answer to that. Anyway, we do have Zerglings.
We do have a factory floating in the middle here. Will the Zerg see it? He does, and he will disengage it. But anyways, we have the main battle going down here in the bottom left-hand side. We got
he's trying to move up this ramp.
And they are getting slaughtered on the ramp here. They are not making it up. Yes, he does have a couple. He has a fire bat.
That fire bat is going to kill so many Zerglings, so...
It is a hero fire bat. He has 12 kills. But the sad part is that he did die, and his widow will be at home, and we'll never see him again.
That is a very sad fact indeed. Nidoswarm incoming. Can you nurture swarm a morphing Nidoswarm? That would be interesting. I don't
Good
even know if you
question. I don't know the answer to that question. And I actually think Nidoswarmers should be considered units and not buildings, but that's something for a
can. But
different
yeah,
day.
that's
Now
true.
we do have a little skirmish going down here. Mamuri is not going to see this irradiate on his Mulus. They are going to probably end up all popping
Oh,
at
he
once.
doesn't
He
see
does
the.
something about this, and they are going down. 5, 4. Oh, never mind.
Well,
I guess
they're
only
very
got-
almost
the
dead
rest of
though
them
because.
oh yes, they're all in the deep red. They're in the 30 hit point mark. Now, will this Marine survive? He's looking to kill one Zergling, and he doesn't get one.
I love how you get all hyped about these single Marines dying. One more irradiate and everything's dead. Oh, very nice from MorroW there, baiting those Scourges in. There's a nice Lurker defense there. Oh, he doesn't see it until it's too late. Oh, losing so many Marines.
These are going to get cleaned up. MorroW is going to know that these science vessels will die, so he's going to... Whoa, maybe they won't. Look at this. He held that up.
Wow,
I mean,
MorroW
that
is... And now there's only one Lurker defending, actually. But, MorroW is just going to pull back anyway. There's been a group of Zerglings at random locations, and right now they're chilling on top, but whatever. We got MorroW again coming swinging around. We have Infestors. Mamuri going all Starbow on us here. And he doesn't really have a lot. Just the Infestors. Oh, he's morphing up the Nidus network now.
This is a classic Brood War-esque situation. The Zerg's going to be trying to hold off with as little as possible for the longest amount of time, and MorroW's going to crash into these spines and these lurkers, and it looks like he will not have enough to break through here. It looked like he might have had enough there for a moment, but a couple, the ensnare along with the infested Terrans looks like it's going to hold it off for now. And the counterattack actually is going to go ahead and delay mining for a little bit, and then also take MorroW's attention off of the main fight at the Zerg's natural.
It was really nice to see that because you had MorroW scan the base. He saw like no defense almost, and then he prepped his army and moved in. And in the meantime, Mamuri was transferring lurkers from his third via the Nidus network. So when he actually moved in, there were lurkers there. So that was really, really cool play from Mamuri there.
Now, even though the base situation kind of looks a little weird, I would go ahead and actually give the advantage to MorroW, just for the sheer fact that the Zerg is still only on 3 gases. He has not gotten this 4th gas down yet, and I'd say that this base is actually still a point of contention. And MorroW's actually going to look to make a move on this as well right now. I would say that Mamuri might have actually wanted to make defilers instead of infestors.
Yeah.
Maybe he clicked the hotkey by accident.
Oh, that may be true, but now he's stuck with these.
We do have a defiler laying down Dark Swarm here. These Marines will get sandwiched in between a couple of different forces, and they will stand their ground and end up repelling that Zergling force.
But again, like, yes, they stood their ground, but now they can't attack anymore. Now Mamuri basically secured this base for another, 2-3 minutes before any other attack can happen. So that was very nice. Another Zergling run by. I love this use of Zerglings from Mamuri. He's making the most out of these tiny little dogs. And MorroW is forced to put a bunker up at his third base, but the bunker doesn't even defend it that well. It's kind of in this odd position, and he has to move his workers all around all the time.
Yeah, it would probably be good to at least make a couple bunkers there. But anyways, you can probably be sure that he will morph a what do you call that, planetary fortress on his 4th.
I hope so. What do you call that building? But yeah, and actually both of them are expanding a lot right now at the same time.
And 4 radiates are going down on these lurkers in the front. If Mamuri doesn't go ahead and get some more defenses over here soon, it's gonna be a dead expansion. But as we see the Nidus Worm go ahead and working its magic there, he will get this lurker down just in time. Look at that!
Oh, look at that! And a Dark Swarm! Oh, wow!
And now, lower,
don't go too. Saving the Defiler there even. The Brood War is strong with this man.
And now we have a run around again. These Zerglings are going to deny the extra expansion from MorroW. He would have liked to see that go up, but it was just a little bit too late.
Oh, that's a nice bunker though. And actually, no planetary. He's going for another orbital. He just likes to defend with bunkers and supply depots instead. Oh, again losing a science vessel. Man.
Oh, well, MorroW is still trying to get that Defiler down, but it's just not working for him. The Scourges and the Spore Crawlers are proving a little too difficult for him.
I need to learn this. I lose Defilers all the time, everywhere, left and right. And Mamuri, MorroW can't even kill one Defiler in Mamuri. This is insane.
And now the fact we have 2 different contingents of Terran armies. We have one at the 3rd and 4th, and then we have the other one outside the natural. And now what he's going to want to do is going to want to just keep applying pressure until he finds a weak point that you can exploit. And the powerful thing about a Terran army is that if it ever gets to a point to where you don't have any lurkers defending your front door, that army is just going to walk right in and tear apart everything.
It's a very positional and interesting play. Rarely does Zerg have the forces to overrun.
And speaking of bending and not breaking, we do have a point where the Zerg might be breaking. There is no lurkers there whatsoever. Now here comes the Marine Force.
Oh, that's trapping the Ultra so it can't move into the Dark Swarm.
He got born just to die. And now all the drones are going to fall there as well, and maybe even the expansion itself.
Wow, this is a nice little victory for MorroW here, and he's probably going to get this base, but he's going to have to run a lot of Zerglings incoming, some good, well-placed Dark Swarm, but still... Okay, that Dark Swarm was really well-placed. He needs to move out of that.
That's hitting the mark, definitely. Now, these Marines will just back out of it gently. You can see MorroW's paying a lot of attention to this army down here. If he wasn't paying attention, they would all pretty much be slaughtered by standing inside the Dark Swarm.
The Defiler control of Mamuri is insane. Like, the Dark Swarm, he placed consume the use of Zerglings and when to hold position, when to attack. That looks, he made it look so easy, but I tried to do that so many times and it's so hard.
These freshly minted Ultralists, they are getting irradiated and gunned down by these terrifying Marines, and that contingent of Zerg army is actually going to be taken out. And then as well as another expansion going down from Mamuri, and now he's back to square one again. He's only on 3 mining gases.
And, you know, MorroW is actually maxed. We do have a lot of Zerglings moving out. They're going to try and deny this expansion. There's a scouting Defiler who's seen it. And...
That's the new meta. I've been doing that for months.
Yeah. Setting out Defilers to scout. And now, okay, Mamuri is finally cleaning up some stuff here. He's cleaning up the army in the front. He is denying this expansion. He might actually try and clean up this other base. No, this bunker is not going to go down.
This is a Zerg counteroffensive all over the map. He's contesting his natural. He is contesting the Terran's new expansions. And if you note, one second, we got some more.
We do indeed. MorroW's just gonna. MorroW's just gonna try and break the front. What he doesn't remember though is he has another army.
Coming. It is a Terran sandwich with Zerg bread, and there goes the science vessels. More scourges coming down. Look at these Marines fighting for their lives. They got the defensive matrix on them. Is this Defiler gonna get a Dark Swarm down? No, he's not, but he doesn't need to because there's Ultras there. And Ultras are gonna manhandle these Marines.
Wow, those Ultras did a really good job there. They're very well upgraded. It's got all the upgrades with Ultras.
What do we have down here at the bottom left?
Oh, the ensnare was so good at this point. Look at how hard time they have killing these spine crawlers now, and they can't even move out of. Wow, use of ensnare in this late game, and that's Dark Swarm everywhere.
Orange clouds down on these Terran Marines, and they're not liking it one bit.
This is insane. Mamuri's just holding on with his teeth. Like, he does not want to give up this game anytime soon. He's falling behind, but is he good at defending.
We got another Zergling counteroffensive here. MorroW's actually not on A move, so he will be taking pot shots. Now, he will go ahead and turn on that Ultralist. Ultralist says, hey man, I don't want to deal with that many Marines. I'm backing off for now. Wait for my homeboys to get here.
We do have an average APM of Mamuri for 293. I just want to point that out. That's pretty sick. Yeah, that is. I don't think I've ever seen a Starboard player, maybe except for Crank or Innovation, have that high of an APM.
Alright, we got some interesting situations happening here. We have a mined out base. We have a mined out base. We have a mined out base. And we have a almost mined out base. Okay, so we're getting down to the nitty gritty. And this Zerg player is not mining very much. He's not mining very much at all. He only has 3 gas expansions. This next gas expansion that he might get just got taken out. And now he's looking like he's struggling here.
Is he's just every time he's been defending it's just barely, and oh wow, that was actually a Banshee, but it just went down. I think it was a Scourge. Again, MorroW attacking from several angles now, and these Ultras may hold for a little bit, but Ultras without... Okay, there we go, we got the Darks, we got the Zerglings. That's the Ultras are in need of support, you know, they can't stand on their own, but... And meanwhile, though, a small group of Marines are going to try and snipe some tech buildings perhaps. If you can get the Nidus network, that would actually be pretty important, but no, here comes the Ultras back, and no.
And there goes the Marine Micro. Now, the father is going to have energy. He's going to go ahead and throw that down. MorroW is going to just leave these Marines for dead. He doesn't even try to micro them anymore. But that was a good engagement from MorroW. He did take out 2 expansions, and now here comes the fight in the middle of the map again.
MorroW has 3/3 upgrades. Mamuri has 3/3 upgrades. If we look at it, they're all fully
We got the Zergling run by. Where is his planetary fortress? He needs that there.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Mamuri is doing a really good job of keeping MorroW honest when it comes to trying over-expanding and being greedy. Making sure MorroW can't mine from too many bases at once. I don't know, does he know about this other base that MorroW just set up? He does not know about that base yet, that's unfortunate. But he's losing some Ultras in the middle of the map. And MorroW saves his base for now, but it's on fire, so he's going to need to repair it.
Yep, and so this Ultralisk over here, he is irradiated. He's going to do a little bit of that splash damage to the Marines as well as his normal melee attack. Now, it is wise to note that even though MorroW is up on supply right now, his bank is essentially zero. And the Zerg player is sitting on a pretty big bank. Now the thing is, he doesn't want to use this all on Zerglings. He could do that right now, but he actually wants to wait a little bit, see if he can get some more gas and use those mineral on some more high-tech stuff. Now this force from MorroW is going to be repelled, but he does have another force coming in on the left-hand side of the map that if he does go into this expansion, he will be able to take it out. And then also the counterattack, slaughtering SCVs in the upper left-hand corner, and still he does not have his planetary fortress going down anyway. He's
trying to get a planter on this mineral only, and he has some Marines to defend there, so this will be a better point. No, it's actually orbital. Why does he keep making orbitals? He doesn't really need that much energy anymore, I think. And here comes all the Zerglings.
Here comes some Papa Ultralisk coming in here. They're saying, hey man, we don't want you expanding on our side of the map. This is ours. Get out of here. Lift that command center up.
Meanwhile, MorroW is trying to contend here, but so many Spore and Spine Crawlers coming up. We got a Defiler, we got Dark Swarm, we got Ultras, and we got Zerglings. And at this point, Mamuri is almost pulling ahead in supply for MorroW here, and he is slowly getting back to this game with a bunker. Goes down!
Down! Papa Ultralisk running rampant in here. Now the arena gates will come down. MorroW does have a nice contingent of Marines standing guard up here. But at this point in the game, these Marines do not want to be at home. They want to be slaughtering the Zerg on their home ground. They want to be taking out expansions and saying, hey, you cannot expand here. But sadly enough, they can't even defend their own expansions right now, and this is a recipe for disaster.
I would have liked, some things I would like to see from MorroW. Now, he has been very active, but I would have liked to either see some vultures.
One second here. We got an Ultralisk. He's got 11 hit points. Will he be able to do anything? He kills one Marine. He goes and hides in the corner.
He hides in the shadow. He's a ninja Ultralisk. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Poor guy.
But yeah, like Terran's either going for some mech transition or maybe some more drop play. I think it would have been very interesting to see in this game.
Yep. And now here comes the death blow, which might be the end of this game right now. A huge contingent of Zerg is coming up here. It's got Defilers, it's got Scourges, it's got Zerglings, it's got Papa Ultralisk hanging out in the middle there. He is irradiated.
He got a very late Dark Swarm. That was completely useless.
And there's more mining time divided from MorroW. And MorroW is now on only one mining base. He only has 24 harvesters compared to the Zerg 60. And now the Zerg is on a healthy 4-ish, 5-ish base economy right now.
Oh, if those Scourges would have hit that factory, I would have been so sad. But it wouldn't really matter at this point. I think, sure, MorroW did compel this army back, but MorroW is in a very tight spot at this point.
Here comes the Scourges. Oh, rough side lets them all go down. Zerglings will run rampant through the Marines, and Papa Ultralisk is also there slaughtering the medics as well. I don't see how this Terran is going to be able to get another base done if he can't even hold the boundaries for the territory right outside his base.
Yeah, no, this is going to be very hard for MorroW to deal with. Really having no planetaries, no bunkers, just units with no defense.
Yep, defense matrix on the Hero Marine there puts him up to 250 health with that extra energy. But even with the most micro in the world, I don't see how he's coming back. Now the integrity of his front defenses are falling as well. Pretty soon Zerglings are going to be his main base. MorroW is going to GG because there is no way he can win that one.